So nonstop on the high-risk forum, I've seen people saying, iOS ruined my ads. My ads are ruined due to iOS. I can't target anymore. And they're all doing it in that same overly deep voice. It's a really weird place there. Even the girls there are talking in that voice. Maybe that's just in my head when I read the comments. Anyways, look, here's the deal. I'm going to show you a bunch of things that are going to make your ads perform a lot better on Facebook during iOS. It actually doesn't come down to any advanced changes or anything. I'm just showing you different audiences and just little tweaks I've made that I've seen much bigger improvements from, and frankly have allowed my ads to be doing a little bit better actually than before iOS came. Now, of course, using Hyros, using the attribution metrics, I'm still able to see my attribution super clearly, and so I'm not really going to be focusing on that. If you're having trouble seeing your ad results or making good decisions, just get Hyros. We literally guarantee you're going to see a 15 to 20% increase in your ROI. Just use it for that. I'm talking more about audiences and targeting. And so without further ado, I don't think this video needs a big intro. Do you? Let's just get into it. Okay, guys, so we're looking at one of my smaller ad accounts right here. And I use this a lot for testing, but it shows the same thing I'm seeing in other ad accounts. So let's go look at what's going on here. The first thing I've really noticed after this update is that lookalike audiences are really outperforming just standard targeting audiences. Now, this was kind of the case before. This isn't something that, hasn't existed. But if you look right here, our base audiences, which are going to be the standard targetings. We're talking about like targeting Shopify, targeting people that run paid ads. I'll even show you. Let's say I'm using just a basic, good old, bare bones chimpanzee audience like Marketo. Okay, super duper basic audience. This was doing really well before the update. Okay, so if we go back and look at the campaigns, this was doing great. Now, look, everybody has and acts like they understand exactly why this is happening. And I'm going to be straight up transparent with you. It could be a whole range of things. Obviously, the most basic thing that's happening is Facebook just simply isn't able to target the way they used to, especially when it comes to the list of people. Okay, retargeting was something that took a big old doozy. But if we go look at, like, let's just say the last 14 days right here, you can see this is it's really increased a lot for me, while my lookalike audiences have gone down a lot. Okay, and you can even see the past few days, this hasn't been great. Now, comparatively for me, this is still a great cost per call for me. This is absolutely fine. I'm just referring to this. And again, we're using Facebook's conversions right here. 9 out of 10 times, I'm going to be using higher risk conversions for these because Facebook is just wildly inaccurate with their conversions. They over-report like crazy due to view-throughs. Okay, that's one thing you need to be looking out more, and I guess I'll just talk about it right now. Look, whenever you go and actually look at your actual metrics, especially if you have a business with crisscrossing ads, it wasn't this bad before. In fact, Facebook underreported a lot in the past. It seems like their over-reporting has gone insane. Now, is this because they want to still seem like they're getting good results? I don't really know. But I've seen over-reporting on Facebook just get to silly levels. Like right here, I can track where every single call on Hyros came from. I can click right here. Now, I'm not going to load it up in this video because you've probably seen me do it 1,000 times on other videos, but I can see people's entire click history, every ad they've interacted with, all the devices they're using. A lot of times when you have crisscrossing businesses, especially businesses that have a lot of organic traffic like Hyros does, you're going to start seeing a lot of over-reporting in Facebook. So again, you need to be super careful with this because it's gotten to a level that's like inappropriately high recently from my point of view. Now, the next thing I've seen that's really helped a lot and improved results is creating bigger lookalike audiences. So if I go and move that down, you're going to see, and again, we're going to be echoing off of Facebook numbers right here, which are not really that accurate. These numbers the cost per call is a little bit higher on all of these. That being said, I've been getting really good results by increasing to the 5%, and I'm trying to go up to the 7% in that range now with our lookalike audiences, because I think what's also happening right here is Facebook just literally has smaller lists to work with. When they were able to target people on apps and for people on phones and all the things that are being cracked down on, they just had larger list of people. So you had more people you could run ads to. I think in order to make Facebook work a little bit better, you need to give Facebook a larger list of people to be targeting, because it can still find people, it can still use its conversion targeting to do pretty well there, especially if you're passing that data back from an attribution tool. But one thing that's just worked a lot better for me is just increasing the audience sizes. And I want to show you one thing that's worked really bad for me is in the past, I used to really want these ad sets only target the people that I want to target. Okay, so I would usually block exclusions. I wouldn't give Facebook the ability to go way outside the interest range that I put in there. Every campaign that I've had the interest range blocked on has done a lot worse than ones that haven't. Now, the final thing I'm going to lay out there as well is having customer list and using customer lists primarily for retargeting, which I'm doing a lot of right now, has just been working a lot better than, say, retargeting people to just bump onto my page or something like that. It's a simple statement to make, but I really used to focus more on website retargeting, and list retargeting has just been working a lot better. So if you have an email list, you're collecting emails, you're collecting actual customer data. I think that gives Facebook a lot better direction to target than simply using the website retargeting, which is, again, being a little bit messed up by iOS because, again, it's not tracking people landing on apps. Because, again, a big chunk of Facebook's targeting and audience collection via pixels has been knocked out a little bit by the iOS update. So that's another thing right there. Now, just a few things I think you should really look at with your ads. Because what I constantly see people try and do is they try to find the reason why their ads aren't working. But you have to think, what's going to happen if you find the reason why your ads aren't working? You're probably not going to be able to fix it because Facebook is just going to keep working like it's working right now. The end. The most important thing you can do is improve your ads. So let me give you a few things that I've done that have really helped out. One of the things that's helped out the most, and I'm doing it in this campaign right now so you can kind of see what I'm doing, is reducing the amount of ads inside of ad groups. Now, you might not have this problem, but when I've done this, I've seen it do a lot better. Okay, so what I do is I just go and clear the ads that are kind of a messy right there. Sometimes people like to have like 7 different ads in there. I'm really finding that at around 3 to 4 ads, that's when we're kind of getting the best results. On top of that, check out this video ad right here. This thing has done extremely well for me lately. And if you just apply these things to your ads, even without changing the scripts, even without changing the copy, you're probably going to start seeing better results. So check out this ad right here on this corner. This thing has gotten me significantly better results than my other ads, but it has the same exact ad script, copy, everything. So with your ads, make sure when you're running video ads, first off, those are what are doing better on Facebook right now. I'm not usually seeing image ads do better on the cold targeting side. On the retargeting side, I see image ads do much better because all you're trying to do is remind people. There's just a general tip right there that can help you with your ads right now. On top of that, when you have a video ad, what's the thumbnail look like? Okay, is there a clear hook text-wise in the thumbnail? Okay, is there an image that stands out? So check this out. This is important when it comes to advertising. If you go and compare this ad to this ad right here that's over here, I know I'm scrolling around no man's land. The other ad starts off with a blurry image of a non-unique thumb drive. Okay, so I took that ad, I put an Iron Man thumb drive that stands out, especially from the background. You can see there's a lot of bright lights and everything, but it's blurry in the background, super focused on this. Catches the eye, person reads it. This is so important when it comes to video ads. Simply making changes like this on my ads and thinking, how are people going to scroll past and how can I grab their attention more effectively, has plummeted a lot of my cost per calls because more people are clicking the ad, more people are paying attention. And so if you really want to do well in this update, to do those things I just talked about, improve the audience size, start focusing a little bit more on lookalike audiences, particularly of buyers. Buyer lookalike audiences have been doing very, very, very well for me. Go through your ads and look at where you can simply improve them by dropping 20 to 30% of your cost on ads simply by making better headlines, making better video thumbnails, making sure the video stands out.
This AI tracking script,
extremely clear text right here. You can see you maybe can't see it in this video right here, has extremely clear text, okay? And I used a subtitle generation software that is Facebook's not going to give you this clear of text. You want to make the video have this right here. Having that right there, having strong call to actions, focusing on using the scripts that I talk about on this channel as well. My exact YouTube and Facebook ad scripts are on this channel. That's going to improve your ads well enough that you're not going to eat maybe the amount of doo-doo you're already eating on this update. I see a lot of people struggling, and the reason why, there's all sorts of things we can talk about. Facebook's lack of targeting, or it can't get the results it did before. I'm doing just fine. Our ads are doing just fine. And we're getting actually lower cost per calls now because I put even more effort into my ads. I think what is mainly going on is the list of people that Facebook can accurately target is much smaller than before. So it's getting more competitive. Ad cost is increasing. Give Facebook larger list to work with, and make sure your ads are better because it's more competitive now because it can't target as many people as accurately as it used to be. That's it. I think a lot of people with uncompetitive ads are paying the price for not having competitive ads. That's it. That's all for today, guys. I mean, obviously another tip I could give you, but I give it every video too. Use attribution. Use something like Hyros. If you're not working off the correct data from your attribution, you're going to lose 15 to 20% of your ad spend. You're going to kill campaigns that you should be scaling, cutting another 15 to 20% of profit off your ad account. If you just fix your attribution and have accurate data, you don't have that. And that really helps a lot. An extra 30% in margins is really useful when you're scaling up ads. That also being said, guys, if you want to see, also being said, check out all the tutorials and courses on this channel. All my Facebook copywriting, all my YouTube copywriting, it's all here. And I've done a lot of sales. On top of that, if you want to get actual help with it, join my mastermind below. Look at all the results. We have more results when it comes to YouTube ad scaling than any other mastermind on planet Earth, so you should check it out. That being said, subscribe to this channel. I release videos like this every single week. You're going to want to see them because they're really good, and I'll see you in the next one I release. Take it easy.